A couple of weeks ago, me, Sven Magnus and his son Sixten visited Knut Pedersen's Garden Railroad. Knut is well known in the Norwegian model railroad scene as he published for many years a magazine Modell og Elektronikk, which focused, as the name says, on modeling and electronics. Last year he decided to retire from it and stopped the production. But after a couple of months he got bored and is now the chief editor of MJ Bladet, the magazine of the Norwegian Model Railroad Association. In the backyard of his house, Knut built a huge garden railway layout of approximately 25 by 8 meters over the last 10 years. The layout is not based on any real location, but is designed with a strong focus on operating session. Twice a year, Knut invites a bunch of friends to run the trains on the layout. But for our visit we had a special session on the hottest day of the year. Christian and Øyvind from Horten Model Railroad Club came, so we would have many trains running on the layout. The rolling stock is mostly Swiss from the Rätische Bahn and some other narrow gauge companies. To make operations safer, the route on the layout were configured in a way that you can run all the train in a giant circle. As we see from the drone shot, on the left side you have a circle around the hill. Then the train drives up a loop and passes the mine, and goes down again. It passes the station and then drives the inner loop over the future pond. Sven Magnus gave a lot of tips to Knut on how to make the ponds watertight, as it took him a lot of time to get the goldfish pond in his garden not leaking. The train passes a bridge and a small station and then arrives at the main station. Behind the station there is also a loop so trains can reach the station from the other side. Due to that we had to make sure that only one train was in that loop at a time to avoid short circuits. Then the ride continues around the right hill. From there a branch line divides which leads to the top of the hill. This line is very steep with 11% and can only be driven with very short trains. Staying on the main line we come to another station before arriving where we started. As a central, Knut uses a Massot system with several wireless controllers. Most switches have a motor and a small decoder so they can be remotely controlled. Next to the station is the shed where all the trains are stored. Knut doesn't run his train during the winter, as the layout can be covered with up to 1 meter of snow. He has done some driving when there was little snow. That's the reason that the tracks are not ballasted. The temperature can vary between -20 and over 30 degrees Celsius, and probably much higher when the sun is hitting really hard like on that day. The track delayed a lot, so baked-in ballast would not work. And loose ballast is not an option as it rains a lot in Norway. The tracks are nickel tracks from Tilgleis. Unlike brass track, no scrubbing is required to keep the tracks clean. The plans on the layout are the masterwork of Knut's wife Lise. They are designed in such a way that there is constantly something flowering on the layout during spring and summer. Knut didn't always model G-scale. He started with Märklin HO, then changed to N. Afterwards he discovered HOM and then he used HODC also. He has a huge HOM layout in his basement, double the size of the train room. If enough people ask to see it, we might show it in a future video. As so much driving makes you hungry, it was time to fire up the grill with some sausage. And for our German viewers, this is how sausage are eaten in Norway.
Det får for de tysker seer.
Blir det vondt for dem å se på?
Ja.
Tysker, dette her norwegiske lumpen.
Ja.
We also had a competition who has the least amount of crashes. And the winner was Sixten, who only had 1 crash and after 4 hours of driving. And Christian and Øyvind managed the worst crash. I think that's too painful for a model railroader's heart.
Stop!
See, if you think we should also build a garden railway, Sven Magnus has a large garden, but we need some help convincing his wife. So you need our support by liking and commenting on the video to show that it's a really great idea. So that's for today. We hope you like Knut's layout. Check out our Facebook for Sven Magnus regular photo updates. And from time to time we also stream on Twitch. And for young people we also have our Discord server. And for now, enjoy the Cab Pure ride over the wall layout.